I don't think there's any other way than to just jump right in with this one. This is weird. I don't really know what this is, although the title of this video is slightly deceiving because I know 3 pretty critical things about this. First of all, I know what it sounds like, that's why I bought it. Second of all, I know what it's called. And third, I know that they are no longer being made at this point in time. So there's a whole story that goes behind this one. I'm not gonna go into the whole thing, I'll give you the short one. So for those of you who don't know, I work at a local music store in Tucson, Arizona. Sometimes we get people in who want to sell a whole bunch of stuff. And while we can itemize the bigger stuff, a lot of stuff with serial numbers, stuff like this doesn't have any kind of visible text or anything, and there's so much of it that we don't really know what to do with it other than just kind of put it in a category that my coworker Marshall likes to call miscellaneous gack. So this fell under that category. It was in a bin of stuff that we were just like, cool, we'll pay XYZ for it. So after we were done buying it, I was looking at it and I was like, whoa, this is kind of sick. I wonder what it is. It kind of looks like a guitar pedal. And then Marshall pointed out to me, well, it only has one output jack, so that means it's gotta be some kind of noise generator thing. I think that's something like what he said. So in typical Marshall fashion, he said, I'm gonna go plug it into a guitar amp and see what it sounds like. So he did. And what followed were noises that made me want to buy it. So I put dibs on it and waited about a month. I decided I wanted to buy it. So at the end of the day, I went up to my boss and I was like, hey, I wanna buy this. And he was like, what is that thing? And I was like, I don't know. So he did the smart thing and he reverse Google searched it. Basically on Google, if you didn't know, you can take a picture of something and it will find similar images to it. So after several minutes of scrolling, we found exactly one image that looked exactly like this with the exception of that little button, which was red. So we figured out this thing is called the Chamber of Sounds Droneulator. Now, I don't know what that means, but in the title, it also said it is a 3 oscillator palm synth. And so I'm guessing, I have no idea what these knobs do because none of them are labeled. I'm guessing this is gonna be volume, this is on off. I have no idea what these switches do, but I'm guessing it's some kind of FM thing where the oscillators are modulated by one another or something like that. So maybe these are just pitch controls or maybe there's a filter. I have no idea what's going on inside this thing and I'm about to find out. Or maybe I shouldn't find out because maybe that would be more fun if I don't know what it does and I just make random sounds with it. That would be kind of cool too. One of the things that struck my eye is that it has a photoresistor right there. And I don't know if that's related to pitch or what, but it's not bright outside right now, so I can't really check at this moment, but maybe I will update about that in the comments somewhere, someday, if I take this outside. So yeah, this is one remarkable little beast. So I think you can already guess what this thing sounds like by just the title, Drone Synth. It's a drone and a synthesizer, it does drone things. And I told you what it's called, the Droneulator by Chamber of Sounds. But what I haven't told you is the whole production situation with this guy. So the website Chamber of Sounds, they apparently make a whole bunch of weird little handmade synthy things and they're all like this weird, cool, sparkly orange color. And this is all just stuff that I found out looking it up with my boss. I have not done any research on it since then, just for the sake of keeping it real for this video so it's not completely clickbait when I said I didn't know anything about it. So anyway, they make a whole bunch of these, or they made a whole bunch of these, but apparently the dude, according to his website, has run out of parts and they're hard to get, so they are no longer in production. This was not on the homepage of the website. There were a few others, but not this specific one. And because this has no text on it saying what it is, no serial number, no logo, no text or anything, as compared to the one that we found on the internet, which did have a logo and text and stuff on it, my boss and I came to the conclusion that this must be some weird prototype kind of deal. So anyway, enough of me talking, let's plug it in and see what this freaking thing does. Well, that was an experience. I don't know what I just heard, but it was kind of cool, and I have no idea how I'm going to use it, but it's kind of cool, and it's kind of cool. So yeah, that's this new toy that I got. I'm kind of excited for this. This feels like it could be a cool ambient tool or for really dark, heavy stuff. I honestly don't know, but I'm gonna use it somehow and it's gonna be cool. So there you go. That's the weirdo for you right there. I have no idea why it sounds like it does. I kind of confirmed my belief that maybe this is an FM thing where it's 3 oscillators and this is just like the pitch controls for them, and there's like some weird filter stuff going on here. I have no idea, but it sounds freaking cool, and that's all that matters, right? All right, so I've done some more research on this little box of joy, and I think I've found some evidence that our hypothesis that it is a prototype could be correct, could hold some water. So according to the website, the Chamber of Sound's website that I'm looking at right now, says handcrafted sound devices, all COS devices are fully handmade in the US, signed, dated, and numbered. And then in big red text on the main page, it says, sorry, we're out of stock on everything. Already knew that. Parts are hard to get these days. This part is the cool part. I will be selling some original prototypes soon, so check back or drop me a line. So I'm wondering if this could actually be a prototype, because I saw some briefly while searching on Reverb, which is like a kind of music resale platform owned by Etsy. So basically like Etsy, but just for music. I saw some of these that were silver instead of orange. And other than the color, they are almost exactly the same. They have the same button and everything, not the red button that we saw on the other orange one of these. And the other orange ones have text on them. So I'm thinking maybe the one on Reverb, the silver one, could be an early prototype before they were painted, and maybe this is like a second prototype or something like that, after they were painted but before there was text put on them or something. Oh, no way. Okay, this is crazy. Now I'm learning more. Now it all makes sense. So in the About section of the website, it says Chamber of Sounds builds space-age light and touch-controlled electronic music devices in the heart of Tucson, Arizona. Doesn't that sound familiar? The company was founded in 2009 by Jamie Labaz. Our shop is 100% solar powered. We take lots of pride in the quality of our work and strive to make fun, futuristic instruments that are truly unique and useful for non-traditional creations and otherworldly sonic explorations. Yeah, I think this fits that. Unique, yeah. Futuristic, maybe. Non-traditional, that is probably the most fitting adjective that I would call that. All devices are signed, dated, and numbered, mostly made to order. So I'm wondering what happens if I look inside this thing. I wonder if it's going to be signed inside or if it's not signed at all because it's a prototype or what. I have no idea. And then they also have a list of people who use their stuff, which is really cool. There's some like really big names in here. There's Devo Adrock from Beastie Boys. That's really cool. They Might Be Giants, John Flansburgh. That's a cool one. The Blue Man Group. Martin Gore from Depeche Mode. That's sweet. Calexico, one of the producers for Lady Gaga. I don't really care about. There are many other super creative individuals using our devices. Listen for the COS sound on their upcoming releases and tours. The more you know. This is really cool. I was not expecting so much of a backstory. I was honestly looking at this thing and being like, yeah, no, that's, you know, a one-off thing. Someone just made that in their basement, but maybe someone made it in their basement, but whole bunch of cool people are using them, which is really sweet. So now I'm curious. I have to open this thing up and see what's inside. All right, now because I want to share in this experience together, I'm gonna open this up and see what's inside of it, and we're gonna both see it at the same time. I'll open it towards the camera so that both of us see it at the same time. 1 screw, 2 screws, Do I get copyright infringement for that? I hope not. We're gonna keep doing it anyway. 3 screws, This one is stubborn. 4 screws, Okay, screwdriver down. on the floor, I guess. Okay, I'm not opened this yet. We're gonna see what the heck is inside in 3, 2, 1. It is signed. That's cool. Looks like this thing was made in 2015. That's what the date looks like anyway. 10/03/2015, or maybe that's, yeah, that's a 15. And it is number 44. So maybe this is a production unit. I don't know. I mean, the insides are like stupid basic. It's probably like one chip with 3 oscillators on it, and then just some stuff for cross modulation. And then 4 nanopots and a switch and a jack and 3 analog switches. So yeah, that's what's inside this thing. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Time to put the screws back in with the screwdriver that I've now lost. Always put diagonal screws in first to maintain even pressure. That's a good tip for screwing anything back together. I learned that one the hard way when I screwed way too many things back together on one side and then was like, wait, why doesn't this fit? All right, so that's been this little box of joy. It's about all I have to say for it, other than like, wow, that is a lot that I just learned about something that I thought some dude made in his basement randomly. So I just wanted to say quick thanks to the guy who made this. You know, that's pretty crazy. Obviously, I'm not the biggest person to have used this. You have many bigger people to worry about, but nonetheless, the average Joe appreciates it. That's me. Thanks to my boss and Marshall at the Metronome Music Store in Tucson for helping me figure out what the heck this thing even is in the first place and making me want to buy it. And thank you for watching, because without you, I don't know, wouldn't be quite as fun if I didn't have other people to have these weird freaking experiences with. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see ya in the next video. Until then, stay healthy and stay safe, and I'll see ya. Bye.